Alright, so afternoon to everybody. It is almost 3, so I'm gonna go ahead and get lunch. I've been like kind of studying off and on so far today, just because I have 2 exams tomorrow, so 2 times the fun. But I'm gonna go get lunch at Hibachi Company, which they have like a lunch special that goes on every day. So what I do for the weekends is I'll get the lunch special, and I'll get a side of noodles, and then I'll just like split it for like 2 or 3 days, or not 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 meals, so that way I don't have to like go out and spend more money on like other meals. And the hibachi's like already like pretty, not cheap, but it's like you get a good amount of food for the price that you pay, and so just like getting it when the lunch special is happening on the weekend just like helps you save a little bit of money. So there's my helpful tip for the day. Since I'm not going to be doing a whole lot today, but like outside of this room, it's probably going to be another topics day since nobody wants to give me any. I'll ask some people, see what the what's popping on Twitter, I guess, and maybe YouTube as well, because we could talk about YouTube Rewind. Alright, I'll be back in a flash. Hey, so I was originally not going to record anything on Franklin because it's like you've seen it 20 times, but I'm walking by the Moorhead Planetarium. There's a sign talking about astronauts that I guess worked in a planetarium. I was just thinking about my time in my astronomy class last semester, and the Skylabs thing kind of reminded me of Skynet, which is the software that we were using to like locate constellations and stuff. And I was like, oh, it's called Skynet, like that's like Terminator-esque. So I was asking my TA about it, and she's like, oh yeah, that's what it's named after, is Skynet. And I was like, you realize like Skynet was a bad thing, right? Alright, so I'm back from my walk, and this is the food that I got. So a lunch special today was the shrimps, hibachi shrimp. I also got me some noodles as well, and the white sauce, aka shrimp sauce, aka yum yum sauce. Now, as you can see, my shrimps here, they're lacking a little, and I don't know if it was due to change of management or whatever they had at the beginning of the year. They had some issues at the beginning of the year. They like changed to a Chipotle style, but it just made the food taste not so great. So people stopped going, and then they changed back. They're like, okay, well, that was a fun experiment. Time to go back to what we know. So I don't know if it's like since that period that they're just like, we're not gonna give anybody any shrimp or what, but I'm not paying that much for it, so I guess it's alright. And I don't know, that's like a reasonable amount of shrimp. It's just like compared to like all the shrimp I got before, I'm like, where are my shrimp? But I'm gonna stop talking and get to eating because I'm hungry. Alright, well, while I was out, I went to go get a package for my dad, get some gloves. He also sent me a hat, and it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty nice. Not that my dad has like terrible taste. He just has terrible taste in women's clothing, which like, your parents pick up stuff for you sometimes, and stuff dad picks out for me usually kind of whatever. This is cool, and I got some gloves, and okay, so my mother has been trying to get me to wear these pajamas for the longest time, and I have nothing against them. Wait, am I showing? Can y'all see? I hope not, but they're like these Christmas pajamas. But I have nothing against them. I had a ton of pajamas at the time, so I'm like, you know what? Maybe in the future. And so now it's been forced upon me So I was like, you're gonna wear these freaking pajamas, Jamie. Alright, so it's been a few hours and I've actually gotten through both my poly notebook and my, well, I don't usually go through my notebook for my like math stuff. I'll usually like redo the homework because my notebook is pretty much filled with like, the notes are kind of useless, if I'm not gonna lie. But the, I don't know. But the, homework and stuff actually helped me out with like the conceptual stuff. So I got through pretty much all of that. Got a couple questions left to do, but I figured this would be a good time to kind of like, I guess like wrap up the night with my topic. So my topic will be the YouTube rewind of 2019. And boy, was it lackluster. It was, I don't know, it was good. Like, it was definitely better than last year where they actually shined light on like a lot of different creators. I like the style of it. I think it was just because it's like YouTube and they've been putting on like huge productions for the past like 2, 3, 4 years in a row. And then they just like, somebody said they did a slideshow, which is an understatement, but not a lie. I don't know. I liked what they did this year better than what they did last year, just because it wasn't a lot of like cringy type stuff. Like, they showed what was trending and like what was popular and like new creators without making it all mushy gushy and weird and stuff. So I don't know. I think they need to go back to their like bigger production styles. Maybe not do as big as like some of the previous ones, because it kind of gets convoluted with like a whole bunch of stuff going on. Maybe a mix between the two would work, where it's like they'll have scenes of like popular stuff and then maybe reenactments or something. I don't know. I have no idea. That's tough. It's tough. But yeah, it was alright. I mean, if you haven't watched it, give it a watch. It's worth it. Worth it to see like what all we've done over the year. But yeah, those are like my thoughts on that. So that's gonna wrap up today's video. I'm trying to go to bed earlier, much earlier actually. It's like 3 hours earlier than what I usually do, because I have an exam tomorrow at 8 a.m. Unfortunately for me, I have two. Not one's at 8 a.m. the other's at 12. So I have like an hour in between to decompress, and then it's right back at it. So I'll probably not film anything tomorrow just because I'll be like mentally exhausted, but that's why we have like the extra days, so I can like fill this in. So it's all good. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. You know, it's free. It's a good time over here. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like it. Comment down below any topics you want me to talk about on the off days. Anything you're interested in that maybe you want my take on it, or I don't know, you just want somebody to talk to about that topic. I would love to engage some people in some topics. But yeah, I hope you have a nice evening, morning, or night, whatever it is. Enjoy it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.